Hey guys, this is Charts247. I train traders how to trade in harmony with the market. So I want to welcome you to today's live session where we'll be analyzing the currency pairs using what we've done on Sunday in terms of portfolio selection and combining that with the Wave of Success Strong Trend Scanner. Okay, so I want to welcome you guys that have joined me live today. Okay, so today, just to repeat what we normally do. Okay, trading is all about consistency, and consistency involves you doing something over and over again. Okay, and that is why we do what we do. Okay, just to remind us about the state of play of what we have coming on Sunday. We don't change this cumulative number at all during the week. So this was done on Sunday, and that number is what we follow throughout the week. Okay, the strongest pair was the is the pound, followed by the yen, the Aussie, followed by the euro, and you get the gist of what we're talking about. So we have 8 to 5 are strong, then 1 to 3. Anything in between, to be honest, we don't want to trade them because our methodology is based on trending market. Okay, so that is the first thing I would like to say. So as we are right now, let's look at the scanner so that we can compare the trend on the scanner with what we have in terms of the currency strength index or the portfolio selection. This is a simple process, but before we do that, time is 1:32. Let's look at what is happening in the world of economic news. Australian dollar, I was pointing this out yesterday. Okay, I haven't read any of these statements that the Bank of Japan Governor Ueda. I don't have an idea of what he has said this morning, but we can catch up with that later. In your spare time, it's very important to read this type of news just to, like summarize what they are saying. Is the economy looking good or bad, or they are expecting some type of injection from somewhere? It's always important for you to have this type of information. Okay, then we go to the trying to do something here. Okay, then we go to the 2 p.m. this afternoon. We have all this minor news, and 3 o'clock the consumer confidence. So the the dollar pairs will probably wait for this consumer confidence before you see a directional move or a swing move during this New York session. So I'm not going to waste too much of our time today. What most of the things we're going to be doing, I've already done it at the open of the session. So this live session can actually be very smooth and easy for us to end it as soon as we've done what we needed to do. So the first thing we do is we go to the scanner. We're looking for a flow, and this scanner gives us high level of information. So as you can see, we have the pound on the 15 minutes chart as a bullish strong uptrend. On the 1 hour chart, the pound US dollar as strong uptrend. On the 4 hour chart, the pound US dollar as a strong uptrend. Therefore, we want to compare what we have based on the portfolio selection. Is the pound a buy pair or a sell pair? And the pound is strong. That means we want to be buying the pound against any of these sell pairs. And that gives us the pound US dollar as a good pair to take. Therefore, I brought all those information here, and we have a pound dollar as a valid buy pair, okay, that we can add to our chart, ready to trade. This is the pound from yesterday. I'm going to go over what we did yesterday. It's the same process. The idea of trading, and I'm going to say it very clearly. Successful trading is knowing what to do. That's the first thing you have to do. You have to know what to do. Then do what you know. Okay, so knowing what to do is very easy because you can go on YouTube, you can come to a channel like myself and learn different things, or you have a mentor. The hardest part is doing what you know, and that is where you require someone to show you how to do this on a consistent basis. Therefore, you can transfer the knowledge into understanding, and those things can be organized, and you become a consistently successful trader. So we have the pound as a buyable pair. Okay, so let's go back onto the scanner. We're looking for a similar situation. The next one I have on this here is the Canadian dollar Japanese. So basically, the pound is the only pair. I'm going to talk about these other pairs right now, but what I can see is the Japanese yen pairs are now showing a slight sign of strength. Okay, and that doesn't mean the yen is weak, because as you can see here, the JPY is actually the second strongest. It has been the strongest pair for a very long time. Now the JPY, from what I can see on my charts, okay, and we're going to look at the chart in a bit. Okay, the JPY is going through what we call the secondary trend, and I mentioned this yesterday. Okay, so if we share the chart, okay, this here is the pound yen. Okay, and as you can see from last week on the 15 minutes chart, this has been trending to the upside. All right, if you look at the Aussie yen, is the same. Okay, this is not because these pairs against the yen are strong. Let's look at the dollar yen. Maybe slightly not too bad. It's not the strongest in terms of the movement. If you look at the Canadian, you see the chart is more of a better trend than the US dollar Japanese yen. So this is something we can have a look at. Okay, if you don't have any pair that is actually in sync with the methodology you are trading. But for us, the US dollar Canadian dollar is another pair to look at. But as you can see, US dollar is a weak pair, Canadian is a weak pair. Therefore, this does not fall into what we call a high probability trade. I can personally trade these ones because of I can manage my risk better. But if you are looking as a beginner or intermediate, or you just want to take a high probability trade, which is something that I encourage all my students to do actually. If you don't have what we constitute to be a high probability trade, don't take the trade. Go for a break, go for a walk, do something else. Okay, the only high probability trade we have today, this afternoon, New York session, is the pound US dollar. So that gives us time to actually analyze the pound dollar in detail. All right, so we come to the pound US dollar. Okay, let's do it on this chart because we can draw on the trading view chart easily. So this is the trade we took yesterday. It's still on the chart. Okay, that was the entry. If you are thinking how did we manage this, I'll advise you to check the video. We closed the trade at the high, and because that's the close of the London session yesterday evening. And let me just show you so that you know everything is recorded live anyway. You can find this recording on my YouTube channel. But this was the trade. Okay, that gave you 90 pips. Okay, at least if you just take that trade at the break that we highlighted, minimum you will gain from this is 80 pips. Okay, so and that is why we do what we do. Okay, trading is all about having a methodology, then learning the methodology, learning the psychology. You learn the technicalities of it first, then learn the psychology of it, and find someone that can walk you through it the way I'm doing it now. There's more to this methodology than this, but as you can see, we have an uptrend. This thing is continuing higher. We are breaking above the 3. Okay, so we have a new wave structure that started yesterday, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is an uptrend, and the simple truth about a trending market is the trend will not change easily. Okay, we do all these things in the class. I actually repeat myself too much sometimes during this class because of how important these things that I'm that I'm saying are. A trend will not change easily. Because price is coming against the trend does not mean the trend is changing. That is an opportunity for you to get involved and buy if it is an uptrend. Therefore, if you have an uptrend or a market like this pound US dollar that is going up, I don't buy at the high. I don't chase the price at the high. So where we are right now, okay, even though we want to buy it, I'm not going to do anything with the pound now, okay, because this thing is trading at the high. If I want to buy, as long as the candle is lime like this, that is no for me. I want a red candle to buy. It's as simple as that, because what I'm looking for is a pullback like this, or something like this, or something like this, or even something like this. This is a better one because this is a reversal. This is a proper discounting in price that gives us a high probability that if price should continue, or if the buyers are coming into this market, I will be profitable. Right here is a no for us in terms of our methodology. Also, look at what is here. This is the Fibonacci we drew yesterday. I didn't delete it. This is the first target. So what I'm expecting, or my plan going forward, because that is what we're doing for, is to have an expectation, have a plan that if this happen, I'm going to do this. Okay, the trading we do is not a prediction. We actually wait for price to tell us what is going to happen before we get involved in the market. So our expectation is to see a correction. Based on this template, I'm only looking for, I have an alert to set. When these candles start to turn red, then I become interested, because then I'm looking to buy in the direction of the trend. So that is the pound US dollar. We don't have an entry for this afternoon. We don't know, maybe after the news that is coming up at 3 o'clock, they might discount the pound US dollar, and then we will have an entry. But right now, we want to buy the pound, but we cannot buy the pound where the price is currently trading. Okay, let's look at the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Let's use this opportunity. I'll probably spend the next 5 minutes to look at the JPY pairs. So let's look at the CAD and maybe the US dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, just as a bonus for this session, let's look at the CAD first. So the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Right. So this is the 15 minutes chart of the CAD. You can see we have a new wave structure starting from this low, 104.55. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have a momentum high here. And this is very interesting actually. So you can buy, but this type of buy, we don't have a break of structure, because after a completed wave structure like this, so from here to this point, okay, the wave of success methodology, which is my methodology that I teach people, okay, what we are looking for, because the way price move, it's not random. Okay, some people may say everything is random. Trust me, it is not. Okay, The market is fractal in nature. So the trend will start from 1 minute, it will progress onto the next time frame, and the next time frame will progress onto the next time frame, and so on. But after the completion of a wave structure like this, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there should be a reset of the trend, because the people that made money from here all the way here, the only way they can be sure that this money is theirs, the money they've made is theirs, is they will take profit. They will close the trade. By closing the trade means they will sell their buying position to take profit. And the more the people that are making money, or the people that made money, the more they took profit, the more the price will come down. Okay, and that process is what we call the discounting in price. Because if this is a genuine trend, we are not expecting the price to come all the way from here down here, for at least for them to break one or two of these structures. Ideally, you want them to break the 4 like this, and for the interest, the buyers that have taken profit, or the ones that did not get involved, that price here may represent a good value for them. They may see it as a cheap price. Then they'll start to come in again. Then you start to see a new trend beginning. The same thing that I've just explained here is what happened here. I'm going to show you. It's a similar thing. We have a completed wave structure 5. People took profit, and the price discounted, broke 2 structures. This is a structure, part of the trend. This is a structure, part of the trend. Actually, this one, because 4 is here. Okay, you can see 2 and 4, those are structures. Oops. And the price became cheap, and new buyers saw this price as a good or fair price, and they came in, bought again, and a new trend began. And that is what we are expecting in the Canadian dollar Japanese yen. I don't feel this is good enough area for me to start buying the CAD yen. We are not looking to sell because this is an uptrend. Wait for the price to come and break 1 or 2 structures, and you need to see the evidence that buyers are coming in, and they are coming in to buy. Then we can look to buy when the buyers are buying. Okay, that is it. Basically, what I've explained here on the Canadian dollar Japanese yen is good enough for other yen pairs. So last but not the least, let's look at the US dollar Canadian dollar. Okay, this is a downtrend market, but the CAD and the US dollar are both weak. So good luck with this one, but I'm going to analyze it. As you can see, we have a downtrend. The numbers are red. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has not made a lower low 5. So this is still a downtrend, and nothing much to say about this. Okay, we need to see, for a continuation of the trend, we need to see a break below the 134.86. That means the sellers are now in the last leg of this downward movement. After the low, then we can expect the opposite of what I explained to you in the Canadian dollar Japanese. We expect a profit taking, because in order for these people that are making money, which are sellers, in order for them to take profit, in order for them to close their winning position, they have to buy. And when they perform this type of buying, it's not actually buying for the price to go up, they are buying to take profit from the market. Therefore, new buyers will come in, and this process is what we call profit taking, and the price or discounting for price to go up and take away 1 of 2 structures. And if they are still interested in selling it again, the structures will hold, and a new influx of sellers will come in, and price will continue to go down. Okay, we explain more of this in the mentoring program. I don't have much time to do this. This is something that takes almost 6 months to to start from step A all the way to the end, so that you can be consistently successful trader. This is the my idea for this afternoon, the 24th of September 2024. To recap what we said earlier, we want to buy the pound, but we don't want to be buying the pound at a high. Okay, if this thing did not give you pullback, that's good enough, that's fair enough. Okay, let it go. The idea of trading is you want to have something that gives you consistency and that you can make money. Buying here, where will we put our stop loss? If I say, okay, now I want to buy, if I buy this, technically my stop will be here or here. Okay, and anything can happen. Okay, so the idea is wait for the pullback, for the price to be discounted, then you can buy, because the trend will not change easily in the direction of the trend. So that is it for this afternoon, guys. I can't recommend any trade for now. The only trade we can say is buy the pound dollar when or after the pullback. So I should be doing the London session tomorrow as a live. And if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. My name is Chart247, and I hope to see you in the next session.